Today is July 28th, 2022, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3. So I wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about recently. I was thinking about DC, and there's always this narrative about how, DC doesn't really know what they're doing and they don't have a plan, and, they're not telling us what's going on, which is probably true to some extent, I will admit. But it's also kind of it's kind of standard, right? I mean, we're comparing what DC isn't doing to what Marvel and the MCU is doing, which you can't compare these two things. Marvel operates entirely different than any other film studio. I mean, Marvel can announce their next 17 movies and TV shows that are going to happen over the course of 3 years. Marvel's just built differently. They can do that. Marvel's got underpaid VFX workers doing CGI for movies that aren't going to come out until 5 years and don't even have directors attached, right? What DC is doing is just kind of what studios do. I mean, Pixar doesn't go up to Comic-Con and release, these are the next 7 movies we're making. No studio does that. Why are we expecting DC to do that? And they still give us stuff. I mean, we know the next 5 DC movies coming out. What you got? Shazam 2, Black Adam, Aquaman 2, Batgirl, Blue Beetle. You got the next 5 DC movies. We know Peacemaker Season 2. They're going to make a Amanda Waller TV show as well. I mean, this is all stuff that we know this is going to happen. And The Flash. Did I say The Flash? I think that'd be 6 movies. I forgot The Flash. So 6 movies. But that's just how a normal studio would operate, They don't... Every other movie studio isn't announcing projects 7 years in advance. That's just Marvel. You can't... And you don't really need to do that either. But it just feels weird. And there's also a level of entitlement there as well, because these studios, they don't need to tell us this information. They don't need to give us, their 7-year-long plan and tell us everything they're doing. A couple days ago in Comic-Con, Marvel unveiled this phase 4, 5, and 6. It's going to go to 2025. And they didn't need to do that. They don't owe us this information or what they're doing or their plan. They're just giving it to us because they want to build the hype and anticipation. So you got, all these crazy YouTubers and TikToks screaming at the trailers. Which, do they even hear the trailers? Can they even hear what's the dialogue during the trailers when they're screaming at the top of their lungs because they saw a cool cameo? That's getting off topic. And we got Joker 2 with Lady Gaga. It's a musical. Not sure what that's about, but I believe there's more. I believe they're doing something with Constantine. I've never gotten the appeal of Constantine. I think they're making another Constantine TV show. Is Doom Patrol still a thing? Is that still going on? Was that canceled? But the Arrowverse. I know they canceled Legends of Tomorrow. I think CW canceled every show they have, right? So I guess the Arrowverse is officially done, or does it live on in some streaming? Are we getting Supergirl on streaming? They got Superman and Lois too, right? I'm pretty sure that's still going on. I think that's on a streaming. See, I don't know about DC stuff, but they did just announce that Ben Affleck was going to be in Aquaman 2, which is surprising. We're getting a lot more Ben Affleck as Batman than I would have expected. Everybody was kind of under the assumption that he was done as Batman after Justice League. But I mean, he did new stuff for Zack Snyder's Justice League. He did the Flash, which is probably never even going to come out at this point because it stars a lunatic. And apparently he did Aquaman 2 as well. So, but yeah, I am in a way a little bit more excited for some of this DC stuff than I am for some of the Marvel stuff. I'm interested in seeing Michael Keaton come back as Batman for the Flash. I'm very curious about the Flash, just to see how multiverse it gets, because we had a lot of expectations for Multiverse of Madness, and they kind of let us down. So it'd be very interesting to see if they could give us like a real, true, crazy multiverse movie with the Flash. People talk about Nicolas Cage being Superman for like cameo or something, which, if you don't know about that, that's like a thing. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, there's plenty they could do for the Flash movie in terms of multiverse. Various people coming back, Christian Bale cameo, potentially, maybe. Robert Pattinson. Heck, get the kid from Gotham. That would be amazing if they brought him back in the Flash, because I love the show Gotham. It's such a great show. Anyway, I'm just rambling here at this point. I did find a new game that I'm currently downloading. It's gonna take like 13 hours, which it shouldn't take 13 hours. I don't know what the hell is going on. But I found a new game that I'm gonna be playing, doing a little let's play of. I think it should be pretty good. Yes, I am starting a new let's play instead of finishing all my previous let's plays. But whatever. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for July 28th, 2022.